Okay, good morning everybody. It's Mike and thanks for jumping on here with me this morning. I'm going to complete our conversation this week on the 5 Ds of real estate, right? Death, divorce, diamonds, diplomas, and diapers. These are the 5 reasons why people move. And one reason why we've been talking about this week is so that you understand when people say stupid stuff like the real estate market's going to crash or real estate agents are going away and going to become extinct, that's fine. People have all kinds of dumbass opinions, right? But in order for that to happen, in order for the real estate market to crash, you've got to make me understand which one of the 5 Ds is going away. Death? Really? Divorce? Come on. Diamonds? People getting married? No. I mean, people still fall in love and have hopes and dreams and want to create families together. Diplomas? No. No. Diapers? No. You got to convince me people are not having sex anymore. When you can convince me that one of the 5 Ds is no longer going to happen on this planet, then I'll go along with you that maybe we have some concern about residential real estate. But I don't think you can you? So we've covered them this week, but I want to kind of bring it to a close with these points. The point this week is that we don't necessarily focus on one of the 5 groups as our niche or our target audience. And the reason we don't is, let's say that you said, well, first-time home buyers or newlyweds or elderly people, which would be divorce or death, right? Or divorce or any of these things. The reason we don't necessarily focus on that group specifically is because in order to reach them, I mean, the first thing, if you say, okay, so I'm going to focus on estate sales. I'm like, okay, well then you give me the name, address, email address, and phone number of the executors of these estates. And you're going to say, well, I can't. If you want to focus on first-time home buyers, newlyweds, for example, I'm going to say, great, just give me a data list with all of their names, phone numbers, and email addresses. And you can't do that. So as a result of not having that data, very specific data, you will have to market yourself to 7 million people in the metro Atlanta area to get to that group. And the fact is we just don't have the time and resources to do that, right? You would need hundreds of thousands of dollars in marketing funds in order to successfully do that. So while it is a legitimate group, focusing on them is too big. It requires too much of a spend, way more than the average agent could even possibly consider. So we don't focus on them as our target. Instead, what we do is we incorporate issues that are important to them in our marketing messages each day. Another way of saying it is we enter the conversations that each person in those 5 groups is uniquely having in their heads. What are their worries, concerns, fears, anxieties? And we speak to those in each of the 5 groups all the time through the marketing messages that we can put out. So that when you put out your marketing message today, it will appeal to one or more, hopefully, of each of the people in these groups, because those are the people that are going to move this year, right? If I'm not getting married or divorced, or if I'm not dying, or if I haven't had a baby, or see, I'm probably not moving. And personally, hopefully, hopefully, none of those things is happening to me right now, at least not that I'm aware of. So as a consequence, I don't have any plans to move. Okay, so our marketing message includes our social media content. It would include our various video messages that we're making, our podcast, our blogs, our outbound emails, our newsletters, our phone calls, and of course our text messages, and ads that we might create. And when we do any or all of these things, and hopefully you're doing all of these things every day because that is your job. Showing homes, going on listing appointments, attending closings is not your job. It is the result of you doing your job, which are all these marketing activities. If you don't do your job, the marketing activities, you won't have any showings, listing appointments, or closings to attend. And that's most agents' problem. They don't have enough customers, and it's because they didn't create the marketing message. For a lot of us, some of us that are creating the marketing message, it sucks. And it sucks because we make the focus on us. And it's not what people in the 5Ds are interested in. I'm sorry to tell you, but they're not interested in you, and they're not interested in me. They're interested in what's going on in their lives. So when we speak to issues that address what is going on in their lives, that catches their attention. That makes their ears twitch, makes them sit up and pay attention, makes them stop the scroll. But when we post the booty shot from the mirror at the gym, or look how pretty I look today, or look at the awards I've won, or look how successful I am, they scroll right past it. It's self-indulgent, it's narcissistic, and cut that stuff out. Focus on the people, the issues relative to the people in the 5Ds. That's where your content for your marketing message should come from. What are people that are getting married concerned about? What are people that are having babies concerned about? What are people that are managing an estate concerned about? What are people going through a divorce situation where there's gonna have to be a home that's sold? What are they concerned about? How could you speak to that? What value and help can you bring to those people today? So we kind of shift the spotlight off ourselves, because this is not about ego gratification, right? We shift the spotlight off of ourselves and shift it onto these people and the concerns and issues going on in their life. And when you do that, you know, your marketing message is going to get a lot better. Content's going to be a lot easier to come up with. And you will be going out there and making it happen for yourself today.